Hi, all the signs of the Zodiac. I'm Pam, and welcome to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update for January 2020. In these readings, I'm using the Taramuka Tarot deck. And remember, these are general readings, and to get messages that are specifically for you, you would need a private reading. Please be sure to watch your rising sign and your moon sign, because some months they're going to resonate more for you than your sun sign will. All that being said, now on to your mid-month Psychic Tarot update, and I'm starting with the sign of Aries. And the first card you have, Aries, is the Three of Pentacles. And the Three of Pentacles is a card that symbolizes expanding your work, expanding your craft, your skills, your craftsmanship. You could get a promotion. You could have more work given to you on your plate that you have to do. You could be expanding your business in some way. It's like you have to get things going. You have to get things moving in either a job you work in, a job you're doing around your home, or in your own business. It's almost like you're trying to get things completed and trying to get things worked out and trying to do repairs and trying to get things fixed. And it's like getting things in alignment, doing things step by step in order, like having to follow like step A, step B, step C, like following order and protocol. And I feel like everything's going to fall into place for you, especially on or around February 19th, from whatever it is you're working on or doing here in mid-January. And it's going to bring you like exponential differences. Like it could bring you more money. It could bring you better results. Whatever it is you're going to be doing now, between now and mid-February, is going to bring you good results. It could bring you more clients, more customers, more money, better results if it's something you're doing in your home. And you're going to start to feel really motivated. And I feel like the universe is kind of giving you a little bit of oomph or wind beneath your wings, kind of wind in your sails kind of energy, where you're going to feel like, yeah, motivated, but it's almost like it's not self-imposed motivation, which may sound a little weird. I feel it's actually coming from planetary energies that are going on in the universe. Having a sense of humor, caustic wit, dry humor, or whatever is going to go far with you, with the people you're going to be interacting and dealing with. So make sure you're bringing out your wit, your humor, your good personality. That's going to take you far here as well. Applying for loans, discussing loans, talking about money management and money management of your finances also comes up here. You have the Queen of Swords with the Three of Pentacles, and the Queen of Swords is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could also be you, Aries, if your rising or moon sign is an air sign. They're kind of directing you. They're leading you. They could be giving you help, ideas, inspirations, instruction. And they may be somebody that is going to like help get some things figured out for you. Like if you have any like perplexing puzzles or, things that are amiss, or you need someone to do some research, digging, investigation, or give you new methods, techniques, or protocols, or networking and connections, this Queen of Swords looks like they're going to be up to the task and is going to be helping you. And they have a lot of magnetism and like they're almost like manifesting energy. So I feel like they are going to be, I don't know if I want to say your lucky star or bringing things into magnetism for you, but like magnifying things for you. I get that kind of energy here. And the Queen of Swords has a lot of tools at her disposal. And I pick up like revising things. So this Queen of Swords could be revising things for you. If you're in school, they could be revising your schedule, revising things you're working on. This Queen of Swords could also be revising any deals you have going on or if you do any business or work with the Queen of Swords, she could be making revisions to help you out. I don't feel that the Queen of Swords here is somebody going against you. That's not how it feels. They're like a motivator too. You could look at it this way. If the Queen of Swords is not a person to you, this could be just showing you that back to what I said in the very beginning, the Queen of Swords could be giving you motivational energy. It could just be the representation of motivational energy. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Taurus. And the first of the two cards you have for this mid-month Psychic Tarot update, Taurus, is the King of Swords. And the King of Swords is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign. This could also be you if you're born on the Taurus, Gemini cusp, or if your rising or moon sign is air. You got the same card in the Vimeo videos I recorded for the Jupiter in Capricorn Psychic Tarot Oracle card and crystal reading. You got the King of Swords in that layout as well. So let's see why King of Swords is here in the mid-month of January. It's almost like there's things that they want to get right. They may want to settle some kind of score of some kind. You could be romantically intertwined with them. They could have a bewitching effect on you. They really are eager about you, and they're eager to work on something with you. It could be a love relationship. It could be a business project or a business of some sort, or some other type of endeavor or creative project. And some of flighty ideas they had in the past or things that were in the past, they've kind of let go of that, and they're ready to like buckle down and get down to business and get down to work. So if they had people or associations that were kind of like messing with their mind and confusing them, they're out of the picture. Or if they had flighty ideas, that's out of the picture now. I feel like there's an element of wanting to show, like prove to you, show you what they can do, like that kind of energy comes up here. Like, so maybe you're going to hire them, or like I said already, they could be interested in you. Maybe they want to date you or be in a serious relationship with you. So they may try to like show off or do things that would impress you. You may be in a little bit of a quandary. You may not be quite sure exactly what you make of them. You may go back and forth. I feel this way, then I feel that way. Oh, I'm certain about them. Maybe I'm not certain about them. Like that kind of back and forth energy. The card you have with it is the Judgment card. And this is, what do we think about a situation? What's the word? What's the proclamation? How are things going to go down, and how does it affect everybody involved? I do feel like big things are happening. I feel like January is a month of some really life-changing and big events for you, Tauruses, in some way. You may feel that you're in a position where you find yourself in a position where you have to explain yourself. Could be to bosses, could be to your significant other, could be to do with government, IRS, the taxes, to a group or organization, but could be in a court of law. I don't know, but I get like, you may feel like you have to give some kind of testimony or explain yourself in some way. And there's like almost like a grand opening of events here that comes up for you that starts to get the ball rolling of a chain of events that's going to happen. So if there was something, could be an investigation or anything. It doesn't have to be a legal investigation or anything, but I get like some kind of doorway opening, and then you're going to see chain of events happening. Some things are going to be like kind of astonishing to you, where I feel that some things get revealed to you that you're going to be quite surprised about. You may find out some things about money laundering that was going on, or misappropriation of funds, or some behaviors that like Maybe it's to do with an estate or will and somebody in your family was skimming money off the top or stealing. Maybe your significant other was like gambling, taking money out of the bank account. I don't know. It's a general reading, so I can't nail it down any further. I just get like things getting revealed to you. So some things are astonishing. Some of it has to do with money. When this opens up, whatever this is that opens up, it's going to make a lot of things come out like one thing after another that will be like revealing. You may even find that you have to go back and review and check some kind of documents or paperwork or some things from the past in mid-January. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Gemini. And the first card you have, Gemini, is the Three of Cups. And this is parties, gatherings, or celebrations. It could be three sisters, three females, three friends. It could also be a celebratory conclusion to something. You could be attending a party. You could be throwing a party. It could be help from friends. I feel that some of you Geminis are going to be doing a lot of cleaning out of closets, also going through old things, digging through things, old photographs, old newspaper articles. You could be doing it for some kind of project you want to create or a memory book you'd like to create for someone. Like I see you going through like memorabilia. It could be some memorabilia you want to purchase. Maybe you're a collector of baseball cards or old news articles or photographs of something, but these could also be personal to you, like family members or friends. I do feel that some of you are going to get invited to a party and it is going to be a really good time for some of you. It may be friends, but it could even be a work-related event that you're thinking, oh yeah, it's just another one of these seminars or another one of these, whatevers. And then you go and it's like you have a blast, because I do feel for many of you Geminis that are going to go to some kind of party, it's going to be quite fun for you. If it doesn't happen in January, I feel some of you, this could happen at the midpoint of February. So it really is for you anytime between January and February. And there might be some kind of screening process to get in. It might not be like easy to get in. It might be like VIP only, or I don't know, something like that. Like people have to get vetted to be able to get into this party. And you may go somewhere where people are really pitching some ideas. And some of them could be really a lot of fun and crazy. But I'm going to say it again. I do feel for some of you, it's either connected to a business you own or work that you do for a company or something, because the gathering feels to me more like it has business connections or connotations to it. But for others of you, it may be a personal party. So the next card you have is Nine of Rods, and the Nine of Rods is being prepared and ready for battle. This could be also getting things organized, getting things ducks in a row, getting your things organized. You could also be suspicious of someone or something. You may feel really overwhelmed, like a lot of things are coming at you. You may even feel a little attacked in some way. But this could be like too many things coming at you from work. It could be work, because rods can symbolize communication, business, work, growth. But I feel like you're feeling like the onslaught of something. Maybe it's a lot of customers or clients coming to you. Maybe your bosses are giving you more customers and clients, or more work to do, or, when I say attacked, that's a bad word to use, because some of this may not be negative. It may just be overwhelmingly like, bam, here comes all this work coming at you. And I feel like you're going to have to kind of stand back and go, whoa, I have to reassess this now. This is like this. Now I got to step back and see, can I handle this? How do I feel about it? Do I have to turn any of this away? Can I manage it? You may have a lot of things, as I said, even with the Three of Cups card, a lot of things you have to sort through. In that card, I got like memorabilia, photographs, old newspaper articles of something that you want to put together. This could be other kind of things you have to sort through. Old bills, records, receipts, documents and work from the past, like that kind of thing. Like having to sort through a lot of tedious records and paperwork. And a lot of it you're going to throw away because I feel like a lot of it you're going to find isn't really helpful or isn't going to be of much use. I don't really feel like it's a shock to you because for some reason I feel like you were prepared. Like you knew this stuff was coming your way. So have to see what comes up in the beginning of the month of February in the Psychic Tarot reading for February for your sign, Gemini, and see what else comes up there. And that will be out at the end of this month. So I hope these messages were of help to you and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Cancer. And the first card you have, Cancer, is the Page of Swords. And the Page of Swords is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign. This could also be you if you're born on the cusp of Cancer and Gemini. You're starting to get some fixed ideas on how you think something should be. It could be your love life, it could be your living situation, it could have something to do with work or a family situation. I don't know what area. And it's something on your mind here has to do with success and how you could branch out from what you're doing. And I do feel like you're going to receive some good intel and good information that's going to help you along the way to making the decisions you need to do or want to do to increase your success. You may even start studying. I feel that some of you are going to feel like you've been dealing with too much mishmash of like unnecessary stuff going on around you, and that you've got some kind of vision in your mind of success that you want to achieve. I do feel like either through help from friends or research that you do or networking or your own research that you do, you're going to find some good classes or courses of study to pursue that are going to help you to be more successful in whatever it is. It doesn't have to be a job. Maybe you want to redo your house and you're like, I don't want to pay contractors and this one or that one to do it. I'm going to learn how to do it myself and I'm going to research it and then I'm going to do it and save myself some money. It could even be like things in that regard. Yeah, because some of you, I don't know whether it's going to happen in mid-January or not, but soon I do feel that some of you are going to be getting additional training or schooling, training. You may kind of feel like you think and feel there should be more happening in your life. Maybe you feel like you're missing the boat or you're not capitalizing enough on opportunities or you're seeing other people capitalize on, or like maybe you feel like the essence of time, like I need to get on this train, I should be further along than what I am, or like you feel like stuff has gotten too bleh and you just want it to, have more things going on in your life. Now you have the star with it, and the star is spiritual blessings. This is your spirit guides, the divine source, angels, hearing your prayers and wishes and giving you some kind of answered wish or prayer or spiritual blessing. I feel like you've got a lot of magical things that are going to happen around the month of June, also July and August. Like June, July, August looks like a magical time for you. You may want to work out a new field of endeavor or a new field of study. You may receive some kind of notice soon. It could be like this company is shutting down or this business is moving to another state and you don't want to move there. It may be perceived at the time as a negative notice, but in the long run, it's going to be a blessing that this comes up. And you may even try to organize some more structure in your life and make some changes where you feel better about stuff. Like maybe you want to reorganize what foods you eat. Maybe you want to go on the keto diet or the paleo diet, or you want to become vegan. Because I see it could have to do with eating, but it could have to do with other things, even feng shui in your house and on your property. Because I'm seeing you looking at structures and systems that are organized, or you're organizing them, you're changing them and organizing them, and then you feel better from whatever it is. Maybe you have some kind of medications that you take, and you're like, you know what, I feel like I'm out of whack. I take this for this and this for that. And maybe you're going to start to go the holistic route, or you're going to get medications switched and changed. But it has to do with like something that you're going to organize in a different way, and you're going to end up feeling much better from it. That's the feeling I get. Like it's actually, it will be quite a blessing. So I see you doing that in this midpoint of January, and possibly continuing on even further outside of that. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Leo. And the first card you have, Leo, is Nine of Cups. And this is wish fulfillment. All good things coming to you in an emotional sense. Feeling filled up with peace and contentment and happiness. It's a very happy card. Leo, I feel like you're going to be happy because you're going to have a lot of irons in the fire, a lot of things cooking. Some of the things you're going to undo and restructure something. It could be a business you own. It could be something in your home. But I get like restructuring. Could be your website, could be computer formats that you use, it could be methods and technology, methods and techniques, but I get you like restructuring, reorganizing, and reformulating things. Some of you Leos are going to start seeing somebody new romantically speaking. And I feel for some of you, this might be somebody quite different than like who the type of person, or something about them's different than what you're used to, who you're used to dating or seeing or being in a relationship with. Take whatever you're doing here, take one step at a time. Do not get ahead of yourself. Whether it's restructuring something and reorganizing something to do with business or work or website, or whether it's love. One step at a time. Don't get ahead of yourself. You could have people putting their money on you, betting on you, gambling on you. They could be giving you capital to help you. They could be investing in your company, in your business, in you, in your product, in your talents, in your skills. So, or maybe you're in some kind of field where people actually would bet on whether you're going to win, whether you're not going to win. Like betting on you, people betting on you comes up here. Some of you are going to really start enriching your life, and you may do this through travel. And if you're unable to travel, you may do it through something that you're learning about or researching on your own. But it could be like spiritual places in the world, or but travel, it feels like they wouldn't be in your area. It's stuff you would look at a distance, but some of you, you're enriching your life through travel. You have the Hermit as your second card for the mid-month tarot update, and this is your guides. This is your spirit guides lighting the way, showing you the way to go, guiding you. This card can also mean you could be the Hermit, where you're taking a step back, getting a lay of the land before you proceed forward, or you're spending some time alone by yourself, and it's enhancing your spiritual connections. Some of you are going to go into some kind of in-depth training or study about something that is esoteric, mystical, or spiritual. And if you're not doing that consciously, your spirit guides could be doing that with you in your sleep state or meditative state. And if there's a project or plan of some sort that you're working on that has to do with psychic work, mediumship, astrology, any kind of esoteric subjects or healing or divination of any kind, people are going to be getting on board with it. If you happen to be involved in those areas, if you're selling a webinar, a class, a seminar, a book, videos, instruction series, people will be getting on board with it if you are in that venue, if you get involved in those things. And I feel like a lot of you are doing this work like you're doing it undercover, in secret, on the side. You're not broadcasting it. I don't feel like you're letting everybody know, hey, everybody, this is the new thing I'm working on. You got to get on board with it. You maybe have been already working on it, and then you're going to release it and let people know. But when you do, there's going to be a big interest in it. It will go well. Maybe you want to start giving classes in your home, or in a studio or in an office somewhere, and you're going to start instructing people in person even, or at a center. And if you feel like something was robbed from you, I feel like you're going to get it back somehow. And it doesn't have to be like that somebody broke in your house and robbed you. It could be intellectual property or something. I feel like something that was taken from you gets given back to you. So I hope those messages were of help. Now on to the sign of Virgo. And the first card you have, Virgo, is the King of Pentacles. And the King of Pentacles is an earth sign person. This is either a Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. So it could be you, could be somebody else connected to you. You may feel some challenges with your money. You may feel like you have to struggle in regard to your money, like to protect it or to make more of it. You may find that there was too many things that were not put forth to you the way they should have been. Like in any kind of business deal, like if you were trying to buy a house or sell a house or settle an estate, or make some kind of business deal or connection, you may feel like, you know what, all the information I needed to have to make an educated decision wasn't put forth in front of me. So you may feel like you got some withheld information, that may have happened to you. You may decide that you want to invest some money that you have into some kind of property. Could just be land that you believe is going to appreciate in value. Maybe you're not even going to build anything on it. Or invest in a property that you want to flip, or invest in a property that you want to lease to something. Some of you have engagement and marriage around you. So you could be doing that this month, or it could just be happening in this year of 2020. That you get engaged and then maybe even get married in the same year. It's possible for some of you. You may be a little more cavalier, a little more free and loose with your money, in the sense that you may be willing to take more speculative, invest in speculative ventures, like gamble on some things, gamble on certain stocks, gamble on investing in property, gamble by making certain purchases of anything that you believe you'll be able to get a better financial return from you obtaining it. So the card that you have with it is the Strength card. And this is having to have inner courage and inner strength, having strength and courage over having strength and courage over adversity. It can be spiritual power over the material world. It could also be dealing with a Leo. Yeah, it's kind of like a time where you have to shore up a lot of things and kind of like put your money on the line on something. You do have this sense of feeling like you were treated unfairly in some way. Could be in a love relationship in your past, could be in a business deal that didn't go right, or in a purchase, or in an estate. But somehow you're holding that. That's still here. You're kind of entering a time, Virgo, where I don't know if the universe is pressuring you to do this. Could be Jupiter in Capricorn making this happen. But I feel like you are feeling under pressure to make as much money as you can right now. Maybe you just know the market. Or maybe you're basing this on your own finances. And so you are going to have strength and courage here, because I do feel like there's going to be gambling, risk-taking with money, but it's to increase your money. You know, that old saying, you have to spend money to make money. It's kind of like that for you here. You may have had somebody that pulled some weird manipulation on you that led you to believe something that wasn't accurate, and you got some kind of like weird deal. But I'm not saying that's happening to you now. I feel that feels like it's already happened to you. And so you've had to have strength and courage over that adversity. And now you're kind of like looking at it or utilizing that insight and information you gained on some things and ventures that you're ready to risk and gamble and coming into doing. That's coming up for you really soon, in the next few months or in the year of 2020. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Libra. And the first card you have, Libra, is the Devil. So the Devil is being trapped and bound to an unhealthy relationship, being addicted to an unhealthy relationship, being addicted to anything, spending money, gambling, sex, drugs, alcohol, smoking, pornography, whatever, food, whatever you could be addicted to. And if it's not you, someone close to you could have an addiction. I feel like some of you may be feeling like you got entrenched in something that you wish you could get out of. And you may feel like it's embroiled. You're embroiled in it. And again, like tricky and embroiled. You may not want to be in this situation. You may have even put your eggs all in one basket with a group, a club, an organization, a business, a person that you feel like it's either got nefarious things going on with it, or like it's sucking your money down the drain, like something, or it's got like unethical practices, or like things that you didn't know initially when you got involved with it. Could be like a Ponzi scheme, a pyramid scheme. I also feel that there's an energy here of you wanting to believe somebody, and you want to believe what somebody has told you. And this could be a love partner to you, a business partner, a friend, but I get like wanting to believe something they've told you. But I feel intuitively, you know, it's not right, it's not true, or you are starting to find out. Maybe it's not even just your intuition. Maybe you're finding out facts that some of what you've been told is not true. And it's also this sense of going against the rules is going to backfire. So if you are like cutting corners, not following the letter of the law or rules in a certain situation, could have the potential to bite you in the butt. But your other card is really good here. So I don't know. I have to see what this means. And you may be going through a spell right now where people are really agitating you. And they're really like getting under your skin and getting on your nerves. And this could be coworkers, it could be your family members, it could be friends, it could be groups that you are involved with. I don't know, because it's a general reading, but I get people getting on your nerves and getting under your skin. You have the Ace of Pentacles next. This is financial blessings coming from the universe, God, whatever you believe in. It could be an inheritance, getting a raise, getting some kind of insurance payout, or, refund of some sort. Some of you may actually have to come clean to a partner or to someone about some money that you've spent on something. I do feel like this is a time period where you will excel with making money, especially if you are in any job that is connected to sales. However, I'm not going to lie to you here. I do feel that money does come under some kind of scrutiny for some of you. So you could have higher ups or government agencies, the IRS or your partner, or somebody could be questioning your protocols, practices, methods, techniques that you used to get this money. So the money could come under some kind of question. The money that you're making or getting could come under some kind of scrutiny or question. For some of you, no. Some of you are changing your surroundings. You want a more spacious surroundings, and therefore you may be selling a property or selling some things or moving out of where you are, and it may end up costing you more money to where you want to go, because I feel some of you want more expansive or spacious surroundings. So there could be an expenditure here of money, extra money. I feel like you're going to start putting some money aside to save for this or some other big expenditure. But some of you will, even though I feel you have money coming in here, I do feel some of you are going to spend money for good reason. But I do feel like you're going to come under some kind of question about money that you're gaining or making. It may, you may have a tax audit, or you may have higher ups questioning, like, how did you get this account? Or what protocols did you use to make that sale? Or, maybe you may even have a significant other asking you, or somebody close to you asking you, where did you get this money, or how money was spent? So that also comes up here for you Libras. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Scorpio. Okay, Scorpio, you got the Magician. This is the card of the manifester. What you think about, you bring about. What's in the ethers and in the spiritual plane and in your mind, you can manifest into physical reality, and you have all the tools in front of you with which to do so. You may enter something where it's an event that gets broadcasted, or you're in a broadcasting event. You may be giving some kind of instruction to people, a demonstration, instruction. You may also be performing something. You're going to have a lot of rapt attention by people. They're really going to be noticing you, paying attention to you, and listening. Watching you, listening, paying attention, all that comes up around you. This is a good time for you to hold out your hand to collect donations, or ask for a raise, or ask people to pay you for your talents and services. I feel like the next 5 months, things are going to be going really good for you, especially in the areas I've just discussed. I feel like prayer is going to be a big thing for you if you're a person that believes in prayer, and that there's certain significant things that you're going to be asking for that will be awarded to you, that will be coming to you. You may be getting involved in the details of something where you have to break it down, put it in a format, write it in an instruction manual or in a presentation form. Maybe it's a musical set, maybe it's a recording set, or something that you have to make, like a schedule, a recording schedule, a writing schedule, a technique schedule, an instruction manual, a training manual. Like, I feel some of you are going to be involved in that kind of endeavor. Now, you got the Devil just like Libra did. And believe me, I shuffled these cards many times. And in this You know, this is the card that fell out for you. Those are the two. Here's the second one, the Devil. And this is being addicted to something, having an addiction. Someone close to you could have an addiction. Could be anything to anything. It can also be being bound and trapped and addicted to an unhealthy relationship or an unhealthy situation. You may always feel like right now, like you're flirting on the edge, walking on the edge of disaster. Or like you're walking on a very thin edge, you know, like, and it's really precarious. Something level you're walking down. You may feel like you're eager to prove yourself and to get respect, but I feel that you are prone to have people's negativity coming at you and to put you down. That may be a theme that you've had to deal with. I don't mean that's what's coming up. I feel like that is something you've been contending with. And you may have had issues where you've said too much, or you've told off people too much, and then it's bit you in the butt in the past, or things you've said that were too revealing or too much could bite you in the butt now. But I do feel you are having people's attention. They are listening to you. They are watching you. But I feel that is more like in a positive sense. But you know, whenever you're attracting positive attention, you're going to attract the trolls at the same time. So you could have some of that activity coming at you. And that could be if you're a singer, a writer, on YouTube, in the public eye, doesn't matter where you're doing it, you're going to have these people like in rapt attention at what you're doing, saying, creating, playing, whatever. And then you're going to have these naysayers and trolls and people that want to dog you and kind of diss you and, you know, rain on your parade, so to speak. And I feel like part of what this is you're going to hold the candle up, the light, that's going to show them the truth. And some of the truth you're going to show them or reveal, they're not going to like. So some people are going to really like what you're saying and doing and showing and have a lot of respect for you. But you're going to have these negative people that are going to, you're not going to be able to escape that. You know, that old saying, you can't please all of the people all of the time. You can only please some of the people some of the time. I think that's the way it goes. That kind of applies here as well. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now onto the sign of Sagittarius. Hi, Sagittarius. The first card you have is the Four of Cups, and this is going within, overanalyzing, ruminating, pulling at straws, worriment, thinking about the past, overthinking things. And there's some blessing or opportunity that's going to come to you out of the blue, or from the divine source is going to open some door or give you an opportunity. And you have to not be so in your head and analyzing stuff so much that you miss this opportunity. You want to take this opportunity. I see you ruminating and going, there are things I should have said or things I should have done differently. If I had only put my efforts here and not so much over there, I would be in a different spot right now than where I am. I see you thinking that. And I feel that you are starting to analyze or realize that you've given too much of your power away to other people's problems, other people's agendas, other people's wants, desires, and needs, or to businesses or some exes that didn't really deserve it. Like all of that, I see you mulling all these things over. But I do feel like you're going to get some relief here from that, because I see you starting to entertain some new ideas or a new plan of something you're going to be instituting or getting going. Maybe you're going to go on a new career path and you're going to start researching it and studying it, or you want to own your own business, or you want to get into a different job or different field of endeavor, and you're going to start researching it, getting into it, like putting your energies into something that's going to be enriching for you, expand your life, and give you more growth and make things bloom for you. You're going to hatch a plan, and you're going to start working on that plan, and you're going to stop feeling like you wasted too much time, you got connected with the wrong people, you put your energy not in the right places, you didn't care enough about your own self and well-being, on and on and on. And the month of April will be significant to you, where you're going to start to see this turnaround happen, where things will start to, you'll be like, yeah, I'm out of this funk. I'm on to this new road. But you have a weird card here. You might see what that's about. Seven of Swords. This is somebody deceiving you or lying to you and stealing from you. Deception, lies, stealing, that's all comes up here with Seven of Swords. You've got to get your house or your stuff in lockdown mode. I don't want to scare you, but I am not a psychic that's going to lie to you to just tell you what you want to hear. I feel some of you have a chance of something getting broken into. Your garage, your shed, your house, your car, something. So be extra vigilant and diligent about locks, changing locks, security systems, all of that. It could even be your computer could get hacked, or if it could be some kind of files or something to do that's at work even. Could even happen in a workplace. And for some of you, it could even be some kind of system breaks down. And when the system breaks down, like pertinent information gets out there and gets hacked. For some of you, I feel that's connected for some of you involving a business you own or at a workplace situation. But if you can take any measures in your own home about locks, security systems, et cetera, I would definitely do that. I would get on that. And don't let people cast shade on you and try to guilt you or shame you into like blame, saying something's your fault. You may have somebody, I don't know whether it's in relation to this stealing thing or not. It could, it's coming up here with this card. So maybe somebody's going to blame you and say, well, it's your fault, Sagittarius. You didn't lock the door when you left work that day. Or you didn't shut the computer systems down and put the special code in that it locks the information so it can't get hacked. Or, you drove the car there and all my stuff was in it and you didn't lock the car and now all my stuff got stolen. Like, there could be somebody saying this to you if something gets hacked or broken into. But don't let that happen to you, because I don't feel like whatever's going on here is really totally your fault. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I really, really hope Sagittarians do not have something broken into and stolen. I truly do. So I really hope you listen to me about that, because I feel like you might be able to prevent it. You may be able to prevent this if you heed this message. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. Now on to the sign of Capricorn. And the first card you have, Capricorn, is the Queen of Swords. And the Queen of Swords is an air sign person. This is either an Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra, sun, moon, or rising sign. Somebody else got the Queen of Swords. Aries also got Queen of Swords. This could also be you, Capricorn, if you have a rising sign or moon sign, that's a fire sign, or if you're born on the Sagittarius Capricorn cusp. I feel like you're going to have some interesting developments that are going to happen for your life or career through your affiliation or association with the Queen of Swords. It could even be a love relationship, but I'm not sure of that yet. It's almost like they're trying to get you organized. They're trying to help you out. They may be helping you out with your bills. This could be an accountant or a bookkeeper for some of you, or a business consultant or advisor, or a financial advisor or planner, financial advisor or planner, or a debt relief program person for you. This is likely for some of you Capricorns that you are going to go into business with them, or you could be involved in the business of law, lawyer, cop, detective, investigator of some sort. You could be working with them in that regard, or this could indicate you're doing that also. This Queen of Swords is really good at working out the details. You may do some independent work for the Queen of Swords, or start to do some travel with the Queen of Swords, work for them or travel with them, do business with them, be linked with them in that way. I'm not really feeling like it's love here. That's not it for me psychically, what I'm hearing from my guides, but for some of you, because it's a general reading, Capricorn, it very well could be that for you. They may be very religious or spiritual, or have a deep interest in spiritual subjects. This is somebody that feels like they want to help you out. They want you to have everything in order. They want you to get things in order. Maybe you're selling a house. Maybe this is a lawyer that's helping you with an estate, or a lawsuit, or some kind of case, legal case that you're going to be working on. And this could be your lawyer. So the card you have with it is the Moon, and the Moon is secrecy and deception and romance. Secrecy by itself, romance by itself. Could also be something is an illusion going on around you. You have to be careful of that. It can also mean your own psychic ability and your own intuition. You could be getting inspected in some way. A business you own could be getting some kind of inspection. You could work for a company where they need to do, or a new job where they need to do an FBI check on you, or the company you work for may be having some big inspection from the government, the bosses, whatever. But it could also be, what is that, a review, an evaluation. You could have an inspection of you, and your work could be going on in mid-January. Maybe they do this before they promote people and give people raises, because you being under some kind of inspection, and I'm not feeling like it's negative, really. I'm not feeling like, oh man, you're in trouble. That's not the feeling I have here, but I do feel there is some inspection going on around you. Maybe you're trying to sell your home, and your home needs to go through a home inspection. It could be that, or you could be buying a home, and that home you're buying is going to be, you have to hire somebody to do a home inspection. You may have some jealousy or anger that rages inside of you about some mistreatment that you've received, or somebody connected to you has received. Because I feel like you're very concerned about what's fair and what's equitable. What's fair and what's equitable comes up here. So maybe you feel like there's some shystery stuff that's going on around you that you feel like maybe you don't feel like what's happening to you has been fair and equitable among your siblings, or among your coworkers, or among, I don't know, in some other fashion. You may be even a little bit mad. You may feel like there's some people that misled you along the way in the past, that kind of led you off on a wild goose chase, or led you off on a path that really wasn't right. And you may be a little pissed about that. So that comes up here too. So I hope these messages were of help to you. Make sure you tune in at the beginning of the month of February. Those readings are like 3 times as long as this, and will give you a lot more information. This is just the update. So I hope those messages helped you. Now on to the sign of Aquarius. Aquarius, the first card you have here is the Justice card. And the Justice card is a card that symbolizes to me dealing with court documents, legal papers, lawyers, the court systems, judges, lawsuits, settlements. I feel like there's going to be an accounting given and taken here. Given, an account given, and an account taken. I feel like there's going to be things that are going to be presented to you that you're going to have to review and look over. This could be maybe somebody's giving you a lawsuit and you have to read the papers. Or maybe you're giving someone a lawsuit and before you file the lawsuit or the divorce, you have to go through and look at the papers. Or maybe you're buying something, buying a home or selling a home, or signing a contract for a new job or a new business you're getting involved in, some contractual agreement, and you have to go through and look at all these papers before you agree or sign your name on the dotted line to proceed forward. It's odd that it's coming up here. I really feel a strong time for this to be prevalent is in April and May of 2020. But maybe there's going to be some inklings of why it's happening, why it's coming up here in January. Also because you don't all have the same timeline, because you don't have the same birth chart. You're not born on the same day, month, year, time, place. So timing's different for all of you Aquarians. I feel you're also going to be researching yourself and looking into the legalities of things. Maybe you want to zone your house into a business and you want to find out what's the legalities, what do I have to do to turn this place into a shop, a business, or something you want to pursue, but you need to know the legal ramifications of, maybe you want to build a restaurant and you have to say, or get a liquor license for a restaurant or something like that. And in some ways, Aquarius, I do feel like you're going to be put into a position where you kind of can call the shots. I don't really feel it's so negative for you, this Justice card. Unless you have a lawsuit levied at you, but that's not what's the strong feeling here. Next card you have with it is the Knight of Pentacles. And the Knight of Pentacles is an earth sign person, Taurus, Capricorn, or Virgo, sun, moon, or rising sign. Could also be you, Aquarius, if you're born on the Aquarius, Capricorn cusp, or if you have a rising or moon sign that is an earth sign. This is somebody that feels like they're going to help you financially to get something going that you would like to get going. They could be talking to you about how you can invest in something or how investing your money in a particular property or thing or venture will end up, what kind of money you stand to gain and make out of it. Be careful in your dealings with this Knight of Pentacles because there could be a lot of like a lot of exaggeration could be, and making things sound a lot, better and more fancy or, wow, like fabulous than what it may really pan out to be. So be careful. I'm not saying they're lying to you, but they could be greatly exaggerating. This could be somebody that wants to help you along the way, but believe me, they are seriously, seriously concerned about what they're going to stand to get out of it. Whether this is a business partnership or some deal or contract you're signing, I do feel like your two cards are intertwined. So I feel like whatever is coming up here with this Justice card is connected to this Knight of Pentacles. And they may have like a whole new idea system or belief system than yours. They may not look at things exactly in the same manner you do, because I do get like your vision and your ideas may not be exactly on the same page as this Knight of Pentacles. I feel like they're a little stubborn and a little controlling, and they want to do things their way. So they may not be as amenable to your Aquarian ideas and ideals. So you're going to have to think long and hard if you want to get involved with them, if it's a business partnership or arrangement or deal. It may sound better than what it is, and it may not be the easiest person to deal with moving forward. So I hope those messages were of help to you. Now on to the sign of Pisces. And the first card you got, Pisces, is the Wheel of Fortune. So this is the karmic wheels of fate turning in your favor, or it could be the ups and downs of karma. It could be some kind of karmic cycle ending and a new cycle beginning for you. It's kind of time like you're entering like the springtime of your life in your mind, and you have to kind of adjust your thinking a little bit here, Pisces. I feel like in the past you were worrying too much about something. Worrying too much, but now you have to settle into something that you're doing. It could be a new job, it could be a new business, it could be a new lifestyle, it could be a new home, a new living situation. I feel like Pisces have a lot of change happening to them in their life right now and going forward in the next 6 months. I do feel like you're going to notice that people's opinions of you are going, and reactions to you are going to be a lot better than maybe what they had been in the past. Like people are going to be attracted to you. People's opinions of you and your work or what you're doing is going to be much higher than what it's been in the past. Not saying it wasn't good before. It just comes out like elevated now and moving forward. It's kind of time to prove yourself. You need to step up to the plate, show people what you're made of, what your talents are, what you know how to do. This is a time of like stepping up to the plate. Maybe you feel like you were worked too hard in the past, or you were underappreciated before. But I feel like if that was your case in the past, I feel like this cycle, this new cycle you're in, you're coming out of all of that. And you may start to realize how much you can do, how much you can produce, how much you can get done. It may start to, you may be surprising yourself, like, wow, I can't believe I accomplished all this stuff. I got all these things done. Whereas in the past, maybe you felt like you had stumbling blocks or things that were in your way that were preventing you or slowing you down. But your productivity level is going to be quite high. You have the Six of Pentacles next, which is, this could indicate financial success coming to you. It could also indicate giving generously and freely to others. It could be you receiving generosity from others. It can be the balance of give and take also. Some of you may start to be teaching other people or showing people how it's done, how something's done. You could be putting videos on Facebook, the internet, YouTube, wherever, of like instruction videos of how to do something, webinars, giving training sessions, classes. You may find yourself kind of getting involved in some kind of groups, clubs, organizations, or classes of or courses of study. That's likely for some of you here as well. You may find that you could have coworkers or friends or family members starting to ask you for help, where they need you to help them with something based on your knowledge, your know-how, and your expertise. And you're going to feel like you have to kind of show your authority and contain your, like, be very poised and self-contained. I get that energy around you, like show your authority, show your knowledge, have more poise and confidence. That's the words I was looking for, more poise and confidence. You may have some people that are asking you for things to test you, to see, does Pisces really know what they're doing? Maybe they really do know what to do. And I'm not saying all of the people that are going to ask you for help or your knowledge or expertise, but I feel like there's some shills in there that are just doing it to see how much do you really know. You know, these could be higher ups, these could be coworkers to you, they could be friends that are just like, you know, playing you a little bit to see like what knowledge or information you're going to share. It's going to be different for all of you how that is occurring. So I hope those messages were of help to you, and I hope they made sense. I want to thank you so very much for watching my videos. I do truly appreciate it. And please like, share, and subscribe, and hit that notification bell when you do subscribe. That way, if you would like to get notified when I upload my videos to YouTube, you will get notified. And I want to say here, I did get a notification in December that YouTube was going to be deleting subscribers from me that were inactive or dormant. And so if you find that you're not getting notified when I upload my videos here, or to other people on YouTube as well, you may want to check and see if your subscribership to them or me has gotten deleted. So you may want to resubscribe. As I always say, I have many videos I create for my Vimeo on-demand channel, and I always post the links in the description box below in the Show More section. And the latest video series, the most recent one I've recorded, is for Jupiter in Capricorn. Jupiter will be in Capricorn from December 2019, so it's already there, well into December of 2020, so it's going to be for most of this year of 2020. So if you would like to get my Psychic Tarot Oracle card and crystal readings for Jupiter and Capricorn, I used all 3 divination tools. That link is below this video. I pulled 3 cards using this deck, the Taramuka Tarot deck, and then pulled a card from the Keepers of the Light Oracle cards, and then looked into my crystal to give you advice. And that link is below this video. So those predictions last for a year. Also, my full moon, my solar eclipse in Capricorn, December 26, 2019, Psychic Tarot and Crystal reading. That link is below this video, as is the full moon lunar eclipse in Cancer, January 10th, 2020, Psychic Tarot and Crystal reading. Those readings, I used 2 different tarot decks. I focused on what is going to be beginning, ending, and changing for you from the eclipses, because that's what eclipses do. And those predictions will last about 6 months. So you might want to check that out. And also, as always, my psychic crystal readings for each sign of the zodiac, where I expand on my psychic tarot readings at the beginning of the month. And then I look into each sign of the zodiac and give you additional predictions and messages from my spirit guides for that month. And that link is below for January 2020. And if you would like to donate to this channel, that link is below all of those video links. I had people ask me that in December. I had people writing me, did I have a donation link? And so therefore I formed one. So if you would like to help support this channel, and I do appreciate the donations I have received. So thank you very much to you kind people that donated to my channel. If you would like to follow me on my social media pages, where you'll get more predictions and messages from my spirit guides channeled through me that you won't see here on YouTube, you can follow me on my Facebook pages at The Lucky Mermaid LLC, The Psychic Pastry Chef LLC, and on Instagram at The Lucky Mermaid _Pam Georgel, and on Twitter at The Lucky Mermaid. I pull tarot cards, oracle cards, sacred geometry oracle cards, animal totem cards, look into my crystal, Keepers of the Light oracle cards, Angels and Ancestors oracle cards, Angels, Gods, and Goddesses oracle cards, many cards, mermaid cards. So if you want to see what predictions and messages and how they apply to you, please check me out on my social media pages. So I hope you have an absolutely fantastic rest of the month of January, all the signs of the zodiac out there. And know that I wish you many blessings and peace.